Well, it certainly happened sooner than we expected. We have been talking about this, obviously, for months, if not years. We had thought that Twitter could file for its IPO sometime before the end of this year or early next year, but it has, in fact, happened now. You know, seasonally, this is a good time to file because it's a few months ahead of the holiday season, but a huge move for Twitter. They filed their S-1 confidentially with the SEC, so we haven't been able to get a look at it. This is, of course, a product of the Jobs Act and the reforms that they made to make it easier for companies to file for IPOs confidentially before exposing their finances to the public. But it's really those numbers that we're really going to want to get a look at, because up to this point, we don't know a lot about Twitter's finances. We don't know how much money they make. We do know, of course, that they've been beefing up the product. It certainly seems like every week they're adding new features. They're adding new features for advertisers. They just made a big acquisition buying a company called MoPub to help them with their advertising efforts and to make Twitter and the advertising products more attractive to brands and advertisers out there. So, Pam, huge move today from Twitter. You know, it's interesting. We saw Mark Zuckerberg, the CEO of Facebook, on stage at TechCrunch Disrupt, and Michael Arrington, the founder of TechCrunch, asked him, hey, do you have any advice for a company that wants to have a smooth IPO? And Zuckerberg joked, I think I'm the last person you'd want to ask, since our IPO obviously wasn't smooth. But what he pointed out was that even though he said he was too afraid to IPO, the process of going public actually has made Facebook a better company. The company runs better because they simply got everything ready, picture perfect, before they showed it off to the public. So the process of going public could certainly help Twitter in those areas as well, Pam. Big news today, Twitter filing for its IPO. We, of course, are waiting to get our hands on that S-1 filing that they've confidentially filed with the SEC, and it's at that point that we'll have a lot more information about the kind of money that Twitter is making and how investors are going to take a look at this company.